Hello, everyone. I'm your very own friendly owl, Bobo. If you'd like to hear many more exciting and wonderful tales, please make sure to subscribe and hit that like button.
Peter Pan, Adventure in Neverland. Hello, little explorers. Are you ready to fly today with Peter Pan, Adventure in Neverland? Get your pixie dust ready, because you are about to meet the boy who never grows up. Once upon a time, in the starry skies of London, a mysterious guest arrived in Wendy and her brother's room. It was the famous Peter Pan himself, with his green outfit and cheerful smile. Peter was inviting the children out the window to a magical world beyond the clouds. "Just think happy thoughts," said Peter Pan, and sprinkled some pixie dust on the children. Suddenly, they all began to soar through the air, passing by the massive clock tower Big Ben. The sparkling city beneath them grew smaller and smaller. Beside them, the tiny, feisty but loyal fairy Tinkerbell guided them, emitting a golden glow. They turned right at the second star and flew straight on until morning. Finally, a magnificent sight appeared through the clouds. This was Neverland. Tropical trees, a deep blue sea, and a giant skull-shaped rock greeted them. Every corner of the island hid an adventure, and Peter felt like the ruler of this place. When the children looked down, they felt the excitement of colorful parrots and hidden caves in their hearts. Peter Pan knew they wouldn't want to go home. Peter took the children to their secret underground home, located among the roots of a giant tree. There, the Lost Boys, dressed in animal hide costumes, were waiting for them. They all began to jump for joy at Peter's return, because he was the leader and the bravest of the group. While Wendy told them stories, Peter proudly introduced his new friends to the team. This hideout seemed like the safest and most fun place in the world. But Neverland wasn't just about games. The island had a dark side too. Peter hid behind the trees and began to watch the large pirate ship anchored in the bay. This ship belonged to Captain Hook, Peter's greatest enemy. Peter always had to be on guard to protect his friends. Holding his wooden dagger tightly, he tried to figure out what the pirates were planning. Suddenly, a terrifying voice echoed from the depths of the forest. "Pan, where are you?" It was Captain Hook's angry voice. Hook stood before Peter with his long red coat and the sharp hook on his left hand. Peter climbed onto a rock without fear and smiled at his rival. Their rivalry had been going on for years, and Peter managed to escape every time with his wit. Peter began to mock Hook by flying quickly around him. "You'll never catch me, you old codfish," he shouted. Just then, a giant green crocodile poked its head out of the water. A tick-tock clock sound was coming from the crocodile's belly. When Captain Hook heard this sound, he began to tremble with fear because the crocodile had eaten his other hand and now wanted the rest. Once the danger passed, Peter took the children to the mermaid lagoon. Under the water lived shimmering corals and mermaids with long hair and sparkling tails. While Peter joked with them, the mermaids told him the latest gossip on the island. It was so peaceful that the sunlight looked like diamonds dancing underwater. The children were mesmerized by this magical sight. As the adventure continued, Peter met the island's natives. They had built a large fire in a clearing in the middle of the forest. Peter was greeted with great respect for saving the chief's daughter, Tiger Lily. They all danced together, sang songs, and strengthened their friendship. Peter realized once again how valuable it was to make friends from different cultures. But the fun was short-lived. Tinkerbell urgently whispered something into Peter's ear. Captain Hook had kidnapped Wendy and the other children. The smile on Peter's face was replaced by a determined look. A black cloud shaped like a hook was gathering over the ship in the sky. Peter was ready to do whatever it took to save his friends. "Tink, let's go," he said, and took off quickly. When Peter Pan reached the pirate ship, he landed on the highest mast. Below, Captain Hook was threatening to throw the children into the sea. "Let them go, Hook," Peter thundered. When the pirates looked up, they saw the fearless hero before them. Peter glided down, tracing an elegant arc in the air with his sword. This was the beginning of the great duel that would determine the fate of Neverland. Sparks flew through the air as the swords clashed. Thanks to his speed and agility, Peter easily dodged Hook's moves. The ship was rocking, waves were crashing onto the deck, but Peter's balance never faltered. His friends watched him excitedly, shouting, "Go, Peter!" Peter fought not just with his strength, but with his joy and courage as well. With one final move, Peter knocked Captain Hook off balance. Hook retreated to the edge of the ship in fear. Just then, he heard the tick-tock of the crocodile waiting below. When Hook fell into the sea, the crocodile began to chase him, and the pirate captain swam away crying. All the children hugged each other with joy. Peter Pan had saved the day once again. With Tinker Bell's help, Peter covered the entire ship with pixie dust. The ship began to glow like gold and slowly lifted off the water. It was time to go home. They set off for London in a flying ship, gliding through the orange and pink colors of the sunset. Wendy looked at Peter and asked, "You'll never change, will you?" Peter just smiled and pointed to the sky. When the children returned to their room, Peter stood at the window to say goodbye. "Don't forget me," he said, and glided into the depths of the night sky. He was the symbol of childhood, dreams, and endless adventures. As Wendy and her brothers lay in their beds, they knew they would carry the magic of Neverland and the courage of Peter Pan in their hearts forever. The adventure is over, but dreams always continue.